Hello, everyone, and welcome to VOD of Consciousness with Sientir. I'm Sientir, and I was thinking a little bit about what I wanted to do today, and I think what I'm going to do is Winds of Change, or at least I'm going to get started on it. Doing all of it is not practical today, but I can at least get started. And boy, this is a long pile of text. The hero is responsible. Okay, let me just read this. Are you by any chance? No, it is you. This is well and truly an honor. I did not think I would get the chance to meet one of the heroes responsible for Shiro Tagachi's defeat. Kantha owes you a debt of gratitude for what you have done. Since the fall of the betrayer, Kantha has continued the fight to protect itself. The Ministry of Purity was formed to empower the people, that we might stand together as a stronger whole, to keep our homes and loved ones safe. Countless lives were lost to the afflicted plague, and that is a horror that we must never allow to happen again. The Ministry of Purity has fought tirelessly against the afflicted, and the end seems to be in sight, at last. I wonder, if this would not be too forward of me to ask, would you lend Kantha your aid once more? Afflicted have been found in Bukdek Byway. I go there to face them, and I would be privileged to have you stand at my side. Very well, it is time to see this through. So there's a bunch of quests kind of like this, cleansing Bukdek Byway and all of that sort of business. So we're just going to go ahead and get started on this this quest chain. By the way, I'm trying out Leader Zeal. It gives me energy for each ally near me. So it's plus 5 energy. We'll see how it feels. There's another chant that I might try, and of course I could always use one of the other skills as well, but okay, so where is this quest? Oh, over there. Okay, this is, by the way, Bukdek Byway. This is very slums inspired, as you might be able to tell. All of these very crummy looking, like, building textures that make the buildings look like they are very crummy, shall we say, and just random stuff like this. A lot of this area is actually peaceful until you hit some of the gangs, the Ampha and the Jade Brotherhood, if I'm remembering correctly. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with these Bindings of Cormier, because why not? Okay, so here's a bunch of afflicted monsters. Initiate Zeri says, it doesn't matter how many times I see these creatures, I'm never able to forget that they were once human. Which is accurate. Not what I would consider to be the most relevant thing about them. Oh goodness, we are being hammered. What's going on? What is going on here? What's going on here is I'm not taking out this monk. Okay. Is there... No. Oh, wow. What is the range on this? For each nearby... Oh, no. This skill's bad. This skill's awful. I just assumed this was shout range. It is not. It is not shout range. If it was shout range, then it would be fine. But nearby is actually a pretty tight proximity. I'm going to Wastrel's collapse that guy just to get him to stop beating up on my monk a little bit. So, like, when the skill works and gives me 10 energy, it's fine. But the problem is it's not going to do that very often. Okay, so... There must be more locations within Bukdek Byway. Okay, yeah, we just need to kind of head southish. Yeah. At some point here, I want to finish off my Nightfalls journal, but I decided this would be more interesting to do for now. Notably also, there's some quests that will give me some gemstones, which is important because A, gemstones are actually kind of hard to get, and B, I need them gemstones for crafting some Vabian armor for my female dervish, which I want to do. Jade Brotherhood, as you can see there. So Initiate Zeri says, imagine how terrifying it must have been for them, slowly losing themselves to something so twisted. No one should have to leave this world in that way. And these guys are nasty. These are not the standard afflicted, by the way. These are ones that have been modified to be more challenging, I guess you could say. They have better skill sets. Yep, I hit the wrong button, and that was bad. Yeah, Leader Zeal is coming off my bar soon, incidentally. It doesn't do what I need it to do. Does this guy have, like, Earthshaker or something? Crude Swing. Does Crude Swing have knockdown attached to it? No, we're still not done with this, so let's see, where's the next group? Over there. Now, can I get there if I go around this way? This place is kind of confusing, and it's been quite a while since I've had cause to go through it. I just about hit X in order to put my weapons away, because I've been playing Guild Wars 2 enough, and I've kind of gotten used to it. I really like, by the way, the idea of weapon skills. I just feel like... I want an implementation that isn't based on weapon skills, weirdly enough, because I feel like that's a great idea for some game that has a different feel to it. I don't know. Like, it's too much of an action game where I want it to be more of an action game, more of a Dark Souls type direction, and I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, and I'm not sure it's the game that they would have designed if they had started from somewhere different, but it's the game they ended up making. So, I don't know. What can I say? This area is potentially extremely deadly, because there's that one enormous group. I actually want to wait for that shambling horror to die. Some part of me looks at the afflicted and wonders, who were they before? What must their lives have been like? Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Earshot range, by the way, is this whole bubble, whereas nearby is a much tighter radius. Okay, that guy's blocking, so never mind him. Oh, goodness. Just getting slammed with AoEs here. Yeah, we're going down. That's okay. This game has resurrection zones. It will be fine. I don't even know who's trying to keep me alive, honestly. Oh, Initiate Ray's a ritualist. It's probably him. Yeah, that's fine. We cleared off a bunch of them, and we'll respawn there, and it's just a short trip down that way. If I remember correctly. I mean, I guess we'll find out is what I mean. But I think it's just a short trip. I'm going to be replacing that skill, incidentally, with Chorus of Restoration. It provides me a little bit of self-healing, but mostly it's just an adrenaline thing. The chasm takes us to Eye of the North. There's an argument for Lyric of Zeal as well. This is slightly more adrenaline, but would allow, notably, the monks that are using Signet of... Let's see. Is anybody else using a Signet even? No. But the monks have Signet of Rejuvenation, so it would provide some additional energy management for them. There's an argument for it from that standpoint. Ow, ow, ow. These rangers hurt. Do they have something healing them? They feel really tanky. Oh, purple armor. How likely to be worthless. Troll unguent, eh? Good old troll unguent. Oh man, Elias's HP is doing crazy things. It is all over the place. Was that the last? Okay, yeah, that was the last one. So I just need to see this guy for my reward, only inside the town. Okay, and there's no reason to walk back there. I can just port. That's how fast travel works in this game. Okay, first things first. Do I want Course of Restoration? Or do I want Lyric of Zeal? Let's try Lyric of Zeal. One of the things that you'll note, by the way, is there's a consistent name scheme. So areas trigger off of spells. So whenever somebody uses a spell, so this is area of restoration, they get healed when they use a spell. Area of zeal, they get energy when they use a spell. Ballads trigger off of damage. I think this is only one though. Choruses trigger off of using shouts or chants. This one heals, so restoration heals, right? Here's a chorus which restores energy off of a shout or chant, or actually decreases the cost of one. But so chorus, that's triggers off of that. Here's a lyric, and these trigger off of signets. Here's another lyric that triggers off signet. Song of Power is its own awful thing. Yeah. This is another song. Like, songs are just kind of like general things. And then I guess anthems are attack skills? Yeah, because defensive anthem ends on an attack skill. Anthem of Guidance is attack skill. Anthem of Flame is attack skill. So they do have a consistent way that they name the Paragon stuff that way, which I think is really interesting. So this is more Afflicted in Shadow's Passage. So they've not been seen in Bukdek Byway since the last defeat. Perhaps we're finally ending near their numbers. Every battle we win, we can get more safety, etc. Oh, yeah, and there's hard mode versions of the quest that have more rewards once you complete normal mode versions. Let's see. So I want to clear up my inventory because it is very tight. Major Hammer Mastery. Yep, that's absolutely what I want to be doing with. Nope, not worth. Not worth. Here's the Rune Trader. Major runes are generally not worth very much. It's very rare for them to be. So I can talk to this guy, and I can go look at Warrior, and it'll be like, yep. That's not surprising. That's completely expected. Man, why is this Shunlai way the way over here? Where are we at for time? Okay. We're doing okay. I mean, this is just kind of like a fact of things. I'm not editing. Don't be silly. We got a bunch more wood off of something, by the way. There's got to be a merchant around here somewhere. So there's a bunch of merchants right just down here. I forget what I can do with these commendations. There's somebody who takes them. I'm keeping this, by the way, because it's a Furious sword. Furious is just a useful mod, even though it's not terribly exciting otherwise. So I can get an Oath of Purity, which removes death penalty. That's pretty nice. What were these guys? These guys did something, didn't they? Okay, so this has stuff too. This is a solo quest. Okay, so we need to escort somebody as a solo quest, and we also get an imperial commendation, and this also gives us an imperial commendation. And that's just kind of doing different things. I'd like to see what you've got. Okay, so this is 15, and they give you... Okay, these are just, like, good statted weapons. This is just a katana with inscription slot. So, inscriptions is a mechanic that was not introduced in until Nightfall. But if you look at... like, this right here doesn't have an inscription, but... if you look at... Not these... this right here, see it says inscription, measure for measure, highly salvageable. If you get weapon drops from prophecies and factions, they don't have that inherently in them. They don't have an inscription slot. So this is a way to get certain skins as that. So like this is a pair of GTs? I don't know. Like a Sai with half a thing. And this deals blunt damage incidentally, which is not typical. Like these daggers are probably slashing. But then you can get a katana that way. You can get this whatever. A couple of different shields. This focus, I guess. But anyway, they just took a bunch of skins and made them available this way. It's just kind of like generically upgradable items. The Staff of Purity is a really cool skin. I think I might have that on some people. But the Sword of Purity is pretty cool if you like katanas, which, you know, your mileage may vary. It's just, you know, appearance. This doesn't... Okay, that's fine. That's kind of like the big reward for going through these and getting those particular ministerial commendations is you can get the Weapons of Purity, which, like I said, have the special skin on them. Let's deposit these funds. Man, in Guild Wars 2 terms, I am so friggin' rich. Like, these are 1,000 gold each, right? Like, 58,000 gold in Guild Wars 2 terms is just a ludicrous quantity. Anyway, our next thing is Shadow's Passage, which I guess is best gotten to from Dragon's Throat. So we're just gonna go ahead and go here and call it an episode. So until next time, everyone, enjoy this ridiculous sewer complex, and take care. Bye-bye.